Yeshayahu, Isaiah chapter 37. And it came to be, when sovereign Hitzkiyahu heard it, that he tore his clothes and covered himself with sackcloth, and went into the house of Yahweh, and sent Eliakim, who was over the household, and Shebna the scribe, and the elders of the priests, covering themselves with sackcloth, to Yeshayahu the prophet, the son of Amoz. And they said to him, Thus said Hitzkiyahu, This day is a day of distress, and rebuke and scorn, for the children have come to birth, but there is no strength to bring forth. It could be that Yahweh your Elohim does hear the words of the Rabshakeh, whom his master, the sovereign of Ashur, has sent to reproach the living Elohim, and shall rebuke the words which Yahweh your Elohim has heard. Therefore, lift up your prayer for the remnant that is left. So the servants of sovereign Hitzkiyahu came to Yeshayahu, and Yeshayahu said to them, Say this to your master, Thus said Yahuwah, Do not be afraid of the words which you have heard, with which the servants of the sovereign of Ashur have reviled me. See, I am putting a spirit in him, and he shall hear a report and return to his own land, and I shall cause him to fall by the sword in his own land. And the Rabshakeh returned and found the sovereign of Ashur fighting against Libnah, for he had heard that he had left Lachish, and he heard concerning Tirhakah, sovereign of Cush, he has come out to fight with you. And when he heard it, he sent messengers to Hitzkiyahu, saying, Speak to Hitzkiyahu, the sovereign of Yehudah, saying, Do not let your Elohim, in whom you trust, deceive you, seeing Jerusalem is not given into the hand of the sovereign of Ashur. See, you have heard what the sovereign of Ashur have done to all lands by putting them under the ban, and are you going to be delivered? Have the mighty ones of the nations delivered those whom my fathers have destroyed, Gozan and Haran and Retzeph and the sons of Eden, who were in Telassar? Where is the sovereign of Hamath, and the sovereign of Arpad, and the sovereign of the city of Sepharwaim, Hena and Iwah? And Hitzkiyahu received the letter from the hand of the messengers and read it. And Hitzkiyahu went up to the house of Yahweh and spread it before Yahuwah. And Hitzkiyahu prayed to Yahuwah, saying, O Yahuwah of hosts, Elohim of Israel, the one who dwells between the cherubim, you are Elohim, you alone of all the reigns of the earth. You have made the heavens and earth. Incline your ear, O Yahweh, and hear. Open your eyes, O Yahweh, and see, and hear all the words of Sanherib, who has sent to reproach the living Elohim. Truly, Yahuwah, the sovereigns of Ashur, have laid waste all the lands and their land, and have put their mighty ones into the fire. For they were not mighty ones, but the work of men's hands, wood and stone, and they destroyed them. And now, O Yahweh Elohim, save us from his hand, so that all the reigns of the earth know that you are Yahweh, you alone. Then Yeshayahu, son of Amoz, sent to Hitzkiyahu, saying, Thus said Yahweh, Elohim of Israel, because you have prayed to me against Sanherib, sovereign of Ashur, this is the word which Yahweh has spoken concerning him. The maiden, the daughter of Zion, has despised you, mocked you. The daughter of Jerusalem has shaken her head behind you. Whom have you reproached and reviled? And against whom have you raised your voice and lifted up your eyes in pride? Against the set-apart one of Israel. By the hand of your servants you have reproached Yahuwah and said, With my many chariots I have come up to the height of the mountains, to the limits of Lebanon, and I cut down its tall cedars and its choice cypress trees, and I enter its farthest height, its thickest forest. I have dug and drunk water, and with the soles of my feet I have dried up all the streams of defense. Have you not heard long ago how I made it, from days of old that I formed it? Now I have brought it about, that you should be for crushing walled cities into heaps of ruins, and their inhabitants were powerless. They were overthrown and put to shame. They were as the grass of the field, and as the green plant, as the grass on the housetops, and as grain blighted before it is grown. But I know you're sitting down, and you're going out, and you're coming in, and your rage against me Because your rage against me and your pride have come up to my ears, I shall put my hook in your nose and my bridle in your lips, and I shall turn you back by the way which you came. And this shall be the sign for you. This year you eat such as grows of itself, and the second year what springs from that. And in the third year sow and reap, plant vineyards, and eat the fruit of them. And the remnant who have escaped of the house of Yehuda shall again take root downward, and be fruitful upward. For out of Jerusalem comes forth a remnant, and those who escape from Mount Zion. The ardor of Yahweh of hosts does this. Therefore, thus said Yahuwah concerning the sovereign of Ashur, he does not come into this city, nor does he shoot an arrow there, nor does he come before it with shield, nor does he build a siege mound against it. By the way that he came, by the same he turns back. And into this city he does not come, declares Yahuwah. And I shall defend this city to save it for my own sake, and for the sake of my servant Dawid. And a messenger of Yahweh went out and struck in the camp of Ashur 185,000. And they arose early in the morning and saw all of them dead bodies. And Sanherib, the sovereign of Ashur, broke camp and went away and turned back and remained at Nineveh. And it came to be, as he was bowing himself in the house of Nisroch, his mighty one, that his sons of Adrammelech and Sharezer struck him with a sword, and they escaped into the land of Ararat, and his son Esarhaddon reigned in his place.